You see how early this is? I gotta pick up Zach. He's probably in there taking a dump. Alright, here he comes.
Just tell you what the price is and buy it. Does that sound good? I noticed when you walk down the stairs, there's some like.
So after waiting 3 hours in the car with Zach, we finally got in, and was they had some cool stuff. It was interesting. It was hilarious because everybody rushed the door, and he was saying, "Don't run, don't run," and these dudes were having a fight. I don't know what they were all going for. Uh, but there's an Asian guy going, he's blocking me. He's blocking me with his bag. And me and Zach were just going slow, taking our time. We grabbed everything that we wanted to grab, but didn't turn out to be great stuff anyway. But I'll just show you guys kind of what I was looking through as we're going here through the house. This company actually is pretty good with their pricing. I wasn't super familiar with them. I've been to one or two of their sales, but I really like the guy. So just going to kind of look around and see what they got. Zach's over there finding some stuff. There was a cool piece of gravel art that we saw in the pictures, and Zach got it. It was actually still there, so that's kind of neat. Show you guys that. And then there's another set here. Not as cool, but for 12 bucks I grabbed it. Any gravel art is good, dude. That's cool. I don't know what that is, but it's sterling, so throw that in your bag.
For me?
No, for me. So we're gonna keep going here, just looking on the shelves, more stuff. Some bottles of sea glass, but as you can see, his prices are normal. Bottle of sea glass, $2. You might go to a company and they're gonna have that marked at 20. So I appreciate that. That little knife, U.S. Navy mess kit knife, some other stuff. There was some cool furniture here, but I honestly don't like to take the big stuff unless I really have a buyer quickly. We still have a lot of time before the antique fair. And I do not have a ton of room in my garage. Just checking those for sterling. I think they were. I can't remember, but it was cheap enough. Some nice Seth Thomas clocks. We do not need any more clocks after that last giant lot of clocks that we bought. And honestly, we sold them all, so that's pretty good. But gotta check the kitchen, see what you can find. I had already gone through here, so this is like a second pass. Are you juiced? You got what you were coming for?
I think. Oh, you got the bottom of my list is covered. Yeah, basically, yeah. And I mean, there was the one piece that I was looking at. I was like, I can't find it. Someone else grabbed it. And it was like 10 minutes into it. And I was like, I found it. I was like, there's no way.
That's awesome.
There's no way.
Couple more little things here in the bedroom. I wasn't seeing anything that was getting me too excited. Nothing that I really wanted to throw into my bag. But, some cool things here and there. Just more common stuff that you see. Zach just showing me a hand plane there. But we didn't end up picking it up. So, I liked those little baby cups there. I don't know who made them, but they're clowns. Clown stuff actually sells. And that I thought was neat, that Navy blankets. So I told Zach to grab that for me. It was 20 bucks. Not a steal, but decent price. Okay, so we're heading home from that one, but we just saw a listing for another estate sale. There's not really any pictures. It just shows the outside of the house, but it says huge estate sale. So we'll see what that's like. Okay, so this one was insane. As soon as Zach and I walked through the door, we realized that we should have been here the whole time. The amount of stuff in this house was wild, and I feel bad. I didn't get great footage of like the whole lay of the land so you guys could really see how much was in here, but every room was packed and there was really good quality stuff here. Unfortunately, the prices were not what we would have liked. I had asked her about that gumball machine and she wanted 50 bucks. That's fair, but that's not really what I want to pay. But we we spent a lot of time here digging through, and we did spend a good amount of money, but we found some really cool stuff, and I got to get back there. I got to go back to this house because there's so much more in there. So I'm just gonna show you guys some of the stuff
So crazy.
that we're seeing as we're going through here. She said that it was a mother and daughter who were running the sale, and it was the father, so the grandfather, he had collected stuff just for years and years. So everything, every little box we looked in, every little nook and cranny, there was just cool stuff everywhere. So I got to go through these drawers, try to look for the smalls, and I did find some cool stuff in here. I grabbed that belt buckle, dirty belt buckle. And then in a second here, I ended up finding a cool little bracelet, and it ended up being, that one. I'll show you guys that later, but it's quite heavy, that bracelet. And that's one of 2 bracelets that I found in that drawer. Awesome glass piece. There were big pieces, there were small things.
What's going on, man?
There was more modern stuff. There was like 90s, 2000 lighting, bedroom lighting kind of stuff.
I could tell.
And then there was legit artwork,
We were wasting
super
our time that
cool
other sale. We
things
should have been here.
everywhere you look. So I was kind of overwhelmed.
Yeah.
This is a guy who I bump into at sales sometimes. He was finding some cool stuff.
What do you about that electrical thing that goes all the way up the wall? Those are sick.
I wish I took a little more time to show you specific things, but like you can see how packed it was. This is a different room. Just wander into this room, check in the drawers. Those are empty, but not empty, but not what I was hoping to find. And then the whole side of the whole headboard of the bed and beside it is full of frames with some art and stuff. So gotta check these drawers. Nothing exciting in there. But over here, it's a nice little Bakelite radio. And then just digging over here, I'm like, is this a fur coat? What is this? Pull it up. It's some crazy wolf costume. I probably should have grabbed that. That thing is cool. But I left it plastic. But, more artwork over here. Reproduction stuff. And then, like, real nice paintings. So we might have to go back and grab some of those paintings. Those always sell at the fair. But another closet over here to look through. There was vintage clothing. I did open one chest and found it full of vintage clothing. Look at this Cadillac clock. That thing is killer. Look at that jacket. So this garage we barely got into.
It's so sick.
And there was signs and
it's like
so many cool pieces. But she was a little pricey. I'll give you an example.
I wonder if
Zach had a bunch of jackets.
Right,
and
everything
he
you
had kind
tried.
of worked out a deal for $10 a piece with the daughter, and then the mom comes and she's like, "Oh no, 100 each."
But
she wanted 100 each on the
I'm gonna-
jackets, so he left
It's like,
those
how much
behind. It was just like
that's
that's probably what he would have got, Then I found this amber glass, like mid-century. Those are great sellers.
You know what those are?
Unfortunately, she wanted $500 for that. But here's a couple other cool things I found. These were killer. I mean, they're like tavern signs, and he's got them hanging up on the ceiling like that. Man, they're just super cool. So everywhere you look, there's just cool stuff everywhere. So check these out of there.
This one,
Show me the back of that one. I want to see the other patches. It's just loaded with sick patches. I mean, gun club patches and stuff. Snowmobiling.
excited about that one. That one's sick.
Pink Floyd, Zeppelin. The Doors, just all the Police, the Who. Let me see the back. So sick, dude. It's crazy. Rocket. This is actually,
I think it was.
I think this is like an anti-tank. I don't know if this is a rocket, dude. I think this is a round from a like it's not like a model rocket. I think this is a like military. You're dropping pins, dude. Got a nice Pendleton here. The t-shirts were pretty wild. We were grabbing, look at Acid House. We were grabbing a lot of t-shirts. I don't know which one you got.
These
What's
are
that?
Camel.
Camel. I got the better lot of shirts. I'll show you guys at home.
Sturgis 93.
Oh, that's sick. Is this Camel Sturgis one?
Yeah, 2 of them. And then show that. Got the Edison up front.
And then a crap ton of more pins.
There was Black Sabbath. There was all kinds of stuff in there. So that's cool. Hey, Mario.
This is a Beatles stand-up, like cardboard stand-up display. I'll show you right here.
Where's your character in here? That's the starting area.
You could show that, and you could show.
Super cool. And it is signed, so hopefully we can figure out the artist. Super cool piece. The color is awesome. And then awesome mid-century modern gravel art peacock. That actually came from that first house that we waited for. We should have been in that other house the whole time. There's also a pair of these. This is more gravel art, not as cool subject matter. These were cool. These old hat pins, or I guess maybe stick pins. I'm not sure exactly what the difference is, but they're neat. You know, there's none that are gold or anything that I could tell, but there were some cool ones. You know, they're older, so they'll be good for the antique fair. And the holders are cool too. I really like this glass one there in the middle, that black glass. Unfortunately, it has a chip, but those are pretty sweet, so they're worth grabbing. Wind that puppy up, see if it's good. Got the gravel art pieces, not that exciting, a bunch of random grab bags. These were, you know, just random little things for the fair. I looked through them. I'm not going to bore you guys with that. It's crap. I shouldn't have wasted my money on it. One of them I bought just because this had some nice little opals in it, but it's nothing. The opals are nice. This is a cool Frank Whiting sterling lighter. It's actually a lighter. And see if I can show you the mark. That's kind of neat. For $3 I grabbed that. A couple pens. So that was, oh, and then this US Navy blanket, which I thought was pretty cool. US Navy medical wool blanket. It says medical department. Kind of neat. But the other sale was the crazy one. I grabbed all these shirts. I can go through them real quick for you if you want. But I also had to get this crazy lamp. And it does work. I plugged it in. It's dirty. Needs to get cleaned up. But that's going to be a great piece.
What's wrong with the other one?
Well, it does work. It's just that bulb is burned out. But when I replace this bulb with that bulb, they all light up. It kind of does look like a cactus. Pretty cool. Cleaned it up too, so the chrome is better now. To have at the fair, it's gonna get attention for sure. I haven't really gone through these shirts yet. I was just grabbing them because I saw that they were cool. So let's do it real quick. Frank, Dean, and Sammy together again. Single stitch, that's cool. 49ers, 1993 49ers sweatshirt. What's this? Miller Lite or Light Beer, USA Light Beer. Cool. This one is pretty good. Everlast. Choice of Champions. Oh, I thought it was a champion shirt. It's an Everlast shirt. It's kind of not as good, but that's cool. I like the colors. Damn it, I didn't mean to grab this one. So I freaking paid $5 for this. Let's see what it is. Something stupid. Why did I? Yeah, I didn't mean to. Little figure red label. Little figure denim. Yeah, no point. I shouldn't have grabbed that, I don't think. Check this one out. Catalina Island. Oh no. Oh no, I didn't know.
the lizards are getting nasty. Oh no. Oh no. That's a cool shirt. So, I mean, it's got some issues. Is there anything on the back? Okay, more of the same. So that one's funny. This is a good one. Rolling Stones, 1994 Rolling Stones shirt. So that's cool. Single stitch. Oh, what's on the back? Oh, oh yes, yes, that's awesome. It's a tour shirt, Oakland, California. Hell yeah, that's really cool. All right, what do we got here? Coin Op Insurance. Anything on the back? You know, doesn't seem that great. Kind of cool. National Kitty Ride Association. Nah, it doesn't sound very good. I don't know if anyone's gonna want to wear that. There's two of them. Okay, that might have been a strikeout. What's this? Oh, wait a minute. What's this? The Judds. What's the Judds? 1990. Love can build a bridge. Oh, I'm not familiar with that. The Judds. Oh, farewell tour. This is another tour shirt. I guess they're a band. Am I stupid, guys? Should I know who that is? Love can build a bridge, eh? What do we got here? It's cool. Probably like a tourism shirt. This one I liked. Hot and Nasty Bathhouse, San Francisco. Come on, you know that one's gonna sell. I got some customers in mind for that one for sure. What's this? Campbell's Condensed Soup, Cream of the Crop, 1988. That one's pretty sweet. And look at this one. Okay, watch this. Hold on. You got Manson on a 91 single stitch shirt, and this shirt is in nice shape. And what does it say on the back? Support family values, I believe is what it says. Support family values. Manson family shirt. Isn't that wild? So that one's killer. What do we got here? Hold up. It's a Red Cross shirt. American Summer. Baseball. Water skiing, cycling. Donating blood. So that's cool. This is just Russell Athletics. It's actually not even that old, I don't think. And then this one kind of sucked. I shouldn't have grabbed it. It's got like an Africa patch on the back, just a denim. And then finally, what's this? Mac Tonight. 1988. Pretty sweet. Nothing on the back. And then other things that were cool was I grabbed these couple cross pens, little gold-filled cross pens. Those are always easy to sell. This is a nice knife, and it's horn handled, and it's made in Italy. So that's pretty sweet. This belt buckle is cool. Another belt buckle in here that I thought was neat. It's got like this rainbow wood that needs to be polished up, but that's pretty cool. Very 70s looking. This ashtray I thought was kind of neat. Although I realize now it's totally damaged. That probably happened. Damn it, that's way worse than I thought. Probably happened while I was carrying it. So that's garbage. Is there another belt buckle in there? What's this? Oh yeah. And then check these out. I thought this was steel when I first found it, but it is marked. Let me see if I can find the mark. Sterling. This thing is heavy. This is a men's bracelet, I'm guessing. And it's about 36 grams. Solid sterling silver. And then there was another one. And it's marked 925. I was actually hoping those were going to be gold, but I don't think they are. But that one's about 35 grams. So pretty cool. Spent a lot of money today on my stuff. The wife's not too happy about it, but it's gonna be good. There were other things too that I can't show you, but there is gonna be a lot of money to be made here, and I love this lamp. Wait till it's cleaned up. It's so wild looking, and it works too.